In every family, there's one person who drives you a little crazy.
I gotta pick Jill up at 4 in the morning.
She comes once a year and she's leaving on Sunday.
But during the holidays,
Jack, no fighting this year.
there's no escaping it when it's your sister.
How we doing?
Your twin sister.
Are you going bald?
Huh?
No. You're getting fatter, and your hair doesn't realize it needs to cover more face.
Okay.
God damn it.
God damn it.
God damn it. Yes, you know, I have to look at this man right here. Okay, now when I go off and I make funny sounds, I make funny faces, you know, I do crazy stuff, people say, Corey, you retarded, or Corey, you too grown for this, or Corey, you need to sit your ass down and be quiet. But when Adam Sandler does it, he's a millionaire. People just throw their money at him.
Yeah, but you actually are retarded. So, I mean, you're like medically retarded.
I'm broken retarded.
Am I not supposed to use that word anyway, by the way? I'm sorry.
No, you can't. Well, also, Adam Sandler's Jewish, so that allows him some slack to get
That's
away with
right.
it.
That's
And-
right.
and
You
raking
don't,
millions.
you don't have that Jewish panache. Yeah.
Well, you know what? Don't you say nothing, because I blame you for this shit too.
That's right,
Blame me all you
Shishka.
want. I'm sorry. Like every time I see an Adam Sandler movie, it's like seeing my old friend, the old friend that I'd bring to the party that nobody would ever laugh at his funny noises and his jokes except me.
They were, the microorganisms in the theater were loving this movie along with
Now,
co-hosts.
Cyrus, you know how protective Corey is of the audience. Don't be talking bad about
Oh,
them.
that's right.
And I still am protective. Hey, look, I will tell them, if you like this stuff, then that's fine. You dumb than a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? No.
You all need to be wearing football helmets.
No, you know what? Look, there are people that this movie is made for. Some of them, in some robots. You know,
I look good in my football helmet. Thank you very much.
You look magnifique. Yeah, but I am just not one of those people. And I am not a snob. Don't try to make me feel like I'm the one that's wrong. Or I don't understand the whole Corey. Why don't you just loosen up a little bit? No, I was that motherfucker last week that defended that movie Tower Heist that all y'all gave me a hard time for. I put myself on the line. So
Wait,
don't
how are you the hero here all of a sudden? How did you turn that around?
See, Corey, what you don't understand is
Hero of the retarded.
last week when we were talking to you about Tower Heist, this is what it leads to.
Yes.
You let the Tower Heist go. Evil flourishes when good men do nothing. True. And last week you did nothing. And now you are reaping what you sowed.
Well, here's the deal, man. There's the Tower Heist. You know, some people saw my weight. Rotten Tomatoes was on my side, 69%.
Barely.
No, you got 69%, so I didn't feel so bad. I thought, like, maybe I am a man of the people. But, man, if this is one where if y'all like this, I can't get with you on that. I don't understand it. Don't want to understand it. Take myself out of it. In fact, give me the gun and just put it up to my head and just blow my fucking brains out right now.
Don't worry, people. I'll stand by you.
You're gonna be the people's Adam Sandler fan on this one?
I don't understand. And I happen to miss this one, but I mean, okay, you
Happened to.
Yeah, I think you tried everything you could not to go to the. I remember saying to you, I was like, man, it would be best if we all did Jack and Jill, because that would make a really good reviewing. Like, well, if we don't see that independent film, then nobody else will be able to review it with me now, will they?
I totally got your back on that.
You did, Cyrus. I owe you.
Someone needs to see that
It
goddamn
would be a
film.
better review if two people saw this independent film, and I will put myself out there. I'm like, Negro, stop acting like you sacrificing. Are you doing a good
Oh, you didn't
deed?
see me bending backwards like Keanu Reeves in The Matrix at the time?
Yeah, I'm like, come on. I understand. You. This is one bullet you are not going to take, and I don't blame you. It hurts to be shot in the ass every now
Well,
and then.
I have to say that the first time I heard about this movie was on South Park when they were doing a parody of it, and I thought it was a movie they made up. I figured they just looked at the worst Adam Sandler movies and thought, what would be a funny thing that's so bad he would never do it. Little did I realize 2 months later I saw an actual trailer for it and went, what the fuck? He actually is making this movie?
The first thing I heard about seeing that South Park, I was like, I had no idea that was a movie. I assumed that he saw that South Park episode and went, oh, that's brilliant.
All I thought was like, hey, the South Park's heard about it, looking forward to it as much as I am. Yeah.
But this fool over here, I heard him 2 seats down just the whole time.
See,
I was like trying to be the cool kid.
this is what got me to walk out of Zookeeper. I was like, I hate this movie already, and fucking co-host is over there laughing every time Adam Sandler comes on as that monkey. That's it. I can't take this.
Hey, that shit was funny, all right?
I will tell you, seriously, and this is no joking right here. I go into a movie every time with an open mind, and Adam Sandler is one of those people where I do like some Adam Sandler movies. Leon, you and I like Don't Mess with the Zohan.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Like that one, like
great
50
film.
First Dates.
There
like,
are several of his movies that I've enjoyed along the way.
Wedding Singer.
Billy
Yeah.
Madison, Happy Gilmore,
Waterboy?
yeah, well, let's not get carried away.
Waterboy was great. Are you kidding me?
I like
that
Waterboy.
Billy Madison. I don't know.
Billy Madison is the greatest comedy of all time. Are you kidding me?
Okay, now you're freaking
Get
me
the
out.
fuck out of town
You
with that.
see what happens when you give a little bit?
Yeah, I
you
know,
give an
right?
inch
Hey,
on
get in
Adam
your
Sandler's
short
stuff.
bus and go home, all right?
But after watching that movie, 8 Crazy Nights, having to see Adam Sandler in animated form, I realized, like, this guy does nothing now but make funny voices. And then he makes a movie based on that funny voice. And in this movie, for me, this is probably his most annoying creation that he has ever made.
Wait, even more than Little Nicky?
I was about to say, Little Nicky still takes the cake.
8 Crazy
I hate
Nights
that
is
film.
still the absolute worst piece of shit he's ever been associated
As far as the character go, I mean, in this movie he plays his twin sister, and she's supposed to be an annoying, loud, obnoxious twin sister, and pretty much he's just saying she's Jewish.
Yeah.
So
that's
I'm not
the
saying
joke.
that he is.
No. I mean, nothing anti-Semitic at all. As a matter of fact, it's Adam Sandler who's going like, "Don't you just hate Jewish women? Here's one. I'm just going to make fun of her and bash her around because don't you just hate Jewish women?" It's like, no, but clearly you do.
Yeah.
Which isn't it the same, almost the same character that he played on SNL? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he did a skit with Mike Myers where they were like they did
With
a
the
coffee
coffee
talk.
talk?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I think he was probably on there doing the same character.
Well, in this movie, so he tries to sneak it in. He tries to put a plot behind that funny voice. And in this one, Adam Sandler plays Jack Sebastian. Now he's a guy that has it all. He's a rich advertising executive. He stole Katie Holmes from Tom Cruise. He has
He offered her freedom. Let's be honest.
he broke her loose from her cage. He had enough money to buy himself a little Indian kid. And he has it all. As I said, what does he have to complain about? Really, what does he have to sit around and bitch about? Well, every Thanksgiving, his bitch, obnoxious Jewish twin sister shows up without fail every year. And each year, she tacks on more time. Every year, it's just a day longer. It's 2 days longer. It's a week longer. And in this movie, he decides, like, hey, you know what? If I just get this cow a fucking husband, then she will be out of my life, hopefully, every year during Thanksgiving at least. I'll send her a card or something, but I don't want to talk to her if I don't have to.
Clearly, this plan is flawed from the get-go.
Yeah.
The idea that anyone would have sex with this cow.
Oh, man. And what bugs me about it is that throughout the whole film, she does this. She talks like this for an hour and a half. And after a while, I was doing that. I was like,
damn,
I became her. I was like, wow, man. I was like, really? I mean,
that's an Oscar-worthy performance.
I do, man. I understand people. They like Adam Sandler. Adam Sandler does those funny voices. If somebody's going to do it, he's the guy. This is just one of those creations that it annoyed the hell out of me. I could not take it anymore. I was ripping my ears off by the time.
I theorized that there really wasn't even a script. Like, there wasn't any. They had written a couple set pieces that took special effects. They had said, believe it or not, Adam actually spent like a shit ton of money, which he has a shit ton of money to spend, and got Al Pacino to come in and be in a character in this film. It's funny because you were laughing when Al Pacino was on screen, and I laughed a little at first too, until suddenly that hit me. Wow, the only reason Al Pacino is in this movie is because Adam Sandler has so much money from jackasses who keep going to see his fucking movies, fellows. and he can afford Al Pacino. Hey, I'm Adam Sandler. Yeah, I know who the fuck you are. I want you to be in my movie. I'm not going to be in your fucking movie. Take a look at the check before you say no.
Yeah.
And guess who else looked at that check? Johnny Depp, because Johnny Depp makes a cameo.
Well, he makes a
appearance, too.
cameo.
Yeah. But he's cool, right, Cyrus? He's still cool.
I'm not blaming Al Pacino. They're actors. They work jobs. So the thing is that it was laughing because, it's Al Pacino. That's funny is there. But when it's just because that's fucking blood money that bought out.
But you know what? I will say that at least Al Pacino, you could tell that they actually wrote him some good shit. At first, they were kind of fumbling with the ball when they had him, but there's some scenes that you actually missed.
Yeah,
that
'cause I walked out after
I was
exactly
actually laughing
an hour.
I was actually laughing my ass off. I was like, okay, this is pretty damn funny. That's probably the funniest part of the whole movie.
Well, certainly the stuff I had seen him in before that didn't seem like they had written lines for him.
What are you gonna say, Liam?
Well, I just wanted to defend the co-host against what Cyrus said, because the co-host is not putting money in Adam Sandler's pockets because he only sees these movies for free.
That's true.
That is true. Yeah.
So do not impugn him.
Well, to be fair, he's telling people to go see Adam Sandler movies.
Yeah,
so-
Hey, you haven't heard the end of this review, all right?
All right,
Calm
fair
down.
enough.
Yeah, I'm just messing with you, but I'm with you. I know y'all gonna sit up there. In the movie, Al Pacino plays himself, and there is a ton of cameos in this movie. Adam Sandler must have went to every house in Hollywood and captured snapshots of these people killing people, having sex with animals, child molestation or something. And he framed them, and he said, one of these days I'm gonna put you in my movie. Like, what the fuck you are, Adam Sandler? Oh, what is that? Okay. Hey, when do I show up? Hey, I tell you what, I work for Scale. Oh, free? Oh yeah, I can do that.
He's the J. Edgar Hoover of Hollywood.
yeah, he's got a file on everybody in Hollywood. But now in this film, Al Pacino plays himself, and he at a basketball game just sees the twin Adam Sandler in this film.
Jill, right?
Jill. Well, just fucking Jack and Jill. I'm already forgetting this movie. Yeah. Oh, what's her name?
I know what you mean, though. I keep thinking of it as jacking off.
Yeah.
It's about all this bullshit is.
Jack and Janice, Jack and Josephina. Who is this other chick? No, Al Pacino sees Jill at this basketball game and just is smitten with her and spends the rest of the movie like just pursuing her hard. And when he came on there, now we talk about how Al Pacino just chews up the scenery. He knows that he does that in this movie, and he knows what he's in. He's in an Adam Sandler comedy, so he just plays that up, man. And when he's coming in looking for Jill, he kicks down Adam Sandler's door like, "Where's that bitch at? Where is she?
I know you have her.
Hey, where I know you're hiding her here?
Where's that great piece of ass?
You ever look at a woman's ass?
Send up, what'd you say? Send up an ass? Send up an ass. Hoo-ha!
I smell her around the corner."
And he was cracking me up. But every time I laughed, there was a little tear that came out the corner of my eye that said, wow, this man is classic Hollywood. And he's in a movie having to be watching Adam Sandler play a nasty chick who shits loudly in the bathroom. And I'm like, this is a sad, sad day for Hollywood.
Just think, Brooks.
Let it just flow.
Okay. Can you do me a favor and not hold me like this?
All right, I'm just trying to show you. What you got?
I know.
All you gotta do is make contact. That's all.
I feel like this is your game, and it's not my game. If you want to play my game, Hungry Hungry Hippo stop a day. Do you have that here? Or do you guys...
That's coming. Je te lève ton sépi, je mets ton.
Je comprends pas.
Just throw it. But,
Oui.
okay. Come on, no better here, pitcher. No better.
why
We got
we're
him.
doing
We got him.
this.
Oh!
Oh my God! Oh my God! I am so sorry. I'm sure you have others, though.
You'd think it, but oddly enough, I don't.
Dude,
I thought it was a hilarious day for Hollywood.
It happens to any actor at a certain age, though. I mean, fucking Buster Keaton was in Annette Funicello movies, for Christ's sakes. You know, you're like there gets that point. You're like, shit, I'm just not getting the work I used to. You know,
man,
'cause I'm old.
We will live long enough to see Ed Norton in Jackass 14.
Yeah, we will.
Well, the thing is, like, I'm a huge Al Pacino fan. I respect the guy's work. Leaving the theater, though, I didn't really walk out going like, I didn't have a Robert De Niro experience after watching like the Falker movies, where I'm just like, why? I mean, I did not have that experience. I thought he was pretty damn funny, and I thought watching him, he was really having a good time with Adam Sandler, like playing off him. And but like I said before, for me, that was the ultimate highlight. Now, when this movie starts, though, this movie is it's like somebody went in and tripped in the editing room with a pair of scissors, because the first hour of this movie is so fucking jumbled up. I mean, it did seem like they probably filmed about 3 hours of the first hour, and they were like, okay, we have to cut all this shit down because there are scenes that just don't make sense one after another, where I'm like, oh fuck, this is already going to be a fuck you. I could tell.
It does everything but
it
have
is
scene
so
missing
disjointed.
frames.
And I'm talking about major disjointing parts. It
Yeah.
made no sense.
Yeah, I get.
You're
You
not
know,
wrong.
I guess what the reason why I know actors have to work. I mean, and it's nothing new. I mean, I'm looking at all the actors that at some point in their life before they died. I mean, this is before the current Hollywood. I mean, we had what's
Raul Julia in Street Fighter.
in Street Fighter, but even before that, I think what's the
Orson Welles?
the dancer. Oh, Orson Welles died doing a voice in Transformers.
That's a great film.
Bernard Herrmann, a composer who did great scores, ended up dying. His last film was It's Alive.
Hey, It's Alive is a great film.
That's debatable. But now what's that?
No, it's not.
What's that that dancer's name who danced with Jerry? Who?
Gene Kelly.
Is it Gene Kelly?
Fred Astaire.
Gene Kelly was in Xanadu.
Yeah, in Xanadu. That's what I was going. Yeah, he died, and we said. So I understand actors have to work, and today it's not old Hollywood. What I don't want them to do is to just come in and have to remind the audience of the great films that they were in by making fun of it in this really cheap ass film. And Al Pacino's constantly throwing shit out there from The Godfather. And
Wait. Let me ask this. Does he say hello to my little friend?
No, because yes, he does, but they had to clip from Scarface in there. So
to me, that's automatically takes a movie's rating down.
Okay, see,
Yeah,
when the point where I left, and I literally, I was like a half hour in, I was like, "There's no way I'm making it past an hour." But I always tell myself now, an hour is if I'm freaking out, I can make it to an hour, and if I still can't take it, then I'm leaving. And I left it precisely an hour after this movie started. Okay, guys, I get the fuck out of here. After Adam Sandler goes, "I gotta go do some Hershey squirts," I was like, I'm leaving.
Yeah, and that's you can see
I
it
felt like
coming.
going to the audience. Come with me if you want to live.
Yeah, they have him show up, as Jill. They have Jill go to a Mexican picnic just so the joke can lead up to her not being able to handle the chimichangas, so she can go and take a shit and do it very loudly while Jack is at the door talking to her. I mean, which
was a scene that I thought was pretty funny. It's leading up to a shit joke, but the actual scene where he's hanging out, where Jill is hanging out with the Mexican family, I was laughing throughout that entire scene. I thought that was a pretty well done scene. It was more put together than the whole first hour of the movie.
You need to put back on your football helmet and go try and make a touchdown syndrome.
Hey, you didn't see that scene. Just shut up.
You see, there's certain things. Here's the other thing that I think. Look, if you really like Adam Sandler and you like everything about his movies, it's there. For me, he's starting to repeat a pattern that gets old. I think that's why I was a little lenient on his earlier films, and now I'm just like I'm not falling for that anymore. I've seen too many of them. Maybe if I hadn't, I'd be a little more easy on this movie. There's, we all know, in every movie, he has to have the little kid that does weird stuff. In this, it's the adopted little Indian boy that loves tape, and he goes to the movie taping things to himself. He brings in all his friends that come in and and they try to create a catchphrase. Ever since "you can do it," he's brought in people to try to do that same thing. Now we have a guy who plays the Mexican gardener in this movie, and I forgot the actor's name. I don't even know if I know the actor, but his whole catchphrase is I'm kidding," and it just seems like they are really forcing that so that he can be the next Rob Schneider in future Adam Sandler movies.
How sad is that? That poor guy.
Hey, kid, you're going to be the next Rob Schneider. Wait, I thought Nick Swartzen was going to be the next Rob Schneider.
Nope.
Yeah, he didn't work out so well.
Yeah, he's like, where's my catchphrase?
Okay, you're going to be the next Nick Swartzen. How about
Nick
that?
Swartzen is now becoming a regular in these movies too, and he's playing the same guy.
Nick Swartzen's only catchphrase should be, "I am so sorry." I'm so sorry.
I'm the one that always comes in and says, "Man, this movie had a heart at the end, but this movie asks us to feel sorry for a character that the only reason why you're supposed to feel sorry for is because when Adam Sandler finally says, 'You're annoying,' she gets up, he's like, 'Why is everybody picking on me? I don't understand.'
Are you kidding me?
I can't think I'm going home to my dead mother. And it's like, really? I'm supposed to feel sorry for that? Because I know I'd be like, bitch, go.
When you're looking at a woman that's pretty much Adam Sandler in a fucking wig, I would feel sorry. If there's a real woman out there, my fucking heart is bleeding out to her because, yes, wow, good luck in life because, damn, you better go find a bird and be friends because you ain't finding nobody. I mean, looking like Adam Sandler with a wig, and I bought that premise. I mean,
dude, that's the problem though. Is that if it had just been that she was ugly, I would have been like, okay, but she's not. She's ugly inside.
Yeah,
she is a hideous human being.
Oh yeah,
she's awful.
You were so right.
She's a caged animal crying to be loved.
What's the worst thing she does?
Well, it's not one big thing. It's just nonstop. She says incredibly rude things to people everywhere she goes. She's just like, she's just up in everybody's business. this. She's like, you come out of the shower, and she's sitting there taking a shit while you're in the shower. I mean, it's just everything she does.
Constantly
is like,
argues.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Constantly argues about stuff and repeats the wrong information when and everybody's constantly giving her the right answer.
And to the point where it's surreal. Like no one is that fucked up without being like having like a spear flew through their head at one point.
Leon, she's screaming for love.
You want to know one big thing that she does that's wrong? She exists. That's what she does. Here's the biggest thing.
Is 42 years too soon to abort? Can you still abort, have an abortion at that point?
Somebody should have pulled this character aside and just said, this is why nobody likes you. Nobody ever does that. Everybody just feels like, oh, we got to step on eggshells around her because she's loud. Fuck that. She needs psychiatric help,
it's like,
man.
bitch, you need to tone your shit down right now. And then they play this game to make you go, no, she's fine. It's just the family she has problems with, where like everyone else seems to like her, but you never actually see or hear the conversations going on when everyone else is like, oh, you're great, because there's no way they could make that work.
Oh yeah,
she'd be a totally different character.
This movie, it is a jumble. It is just one scene after another of somebody getting knocked in the head, somebody doing a pratfall, somebody doing a nasty fart joke or digging in their ear or something, but it leads up to the obvious. All these are just small chunks of nothing until we get to the point where, oh, when is Adam Sandler going to have to dress up like his sister to fool somebody? That old trick. The movie has nothing, and when it finally has something, it's a lame trick. And I'm just like, no. I really want to, because look, I tell you something. I too, as much as I'm talking about Adam Sandler, I like Adam Sandler. I really do. But this is the part where I had to pack my bags and tell Adam Sandler, I still love you, but you have no power over me anymore. I have to leave.
And I'd be like, see you later, Corey. Don't let the door hit your ass on the way out.
He'd be like, that's all right. I got co-host.
I know. He slowly closes the door. You see co-host in bed under the sheets back there.
Yeah. Adam Sandler looks to me and goes, hey, co-host, who was that again? I don't know.
Co-host of a nation of parameciums.
The biggest problem with this movie is that it really does seem like an excuse. I mean, I was joking earlier, but I'm serious. It seems like Adam Sandler says, you know what, in my stand-up, whenever I made funny voices, that amused people, and for some reason now he thinks he can carry it for an hour and a half. And he can, because these movies make money.
Yeah.
But right now, besides making funny voices and making money off of that, these movies have become bigger with cameos. And now these movies have gotten so big, he's bringing in cameos from infomercials. He's got a ShamWow guy.
But you know what? Those weren't cameos.
Jared from Subway.
Those weren't cameos. They were product placement. There's a difference. They just got the spokesman for products.
Yeah. You're absolutely right. Yeah.
That's how he was able to afford to get Al Pacino, because every frame of this film has product placement in it.
Which is that new, really? Is that really new to an Adam Sandler film?
But that's what I'm saying.
It did used to seem like he would put these things in there because he's like, you know what? I love these things, and people love these things, and they'll just laugh because these things are in there, remind them of home. But it's gotten to that ridiculous point where it's like, you know what? You're just making sure this movie's paid for.
That's his thing.
He's like looks at Morgan Spurlock and goes, amateur.
Yeah, you ain't got nothing on this. But that's the thing, man. He's like, I understand Johnny Depp, making a cameo in there. I understand some other big stars making a cameo in there. But when you're bringing in like Billy Blanks, I mean, I even started understand athletes. Michael Irvin is in here, and they were making a big deal how he's going to be in this movie. He's only in there just in the background moving his lips. I mean, he's hardly saying anything. It's like, wow, this is just an excuse to get your friends together, pal around, and then take a trip. In all these movies, we see Adam Sandler not taking a trip. Not any different here. They went on a trip, I think, on a maiden voyage of a major cruise line now. And it's like, maybe I'm just seeing too much transparency in these movies to really enjoy them. And that's why it's just not for me. If people enjoy them, that's fine. I've seen too many of these movies to really like them anymore.
I don't mind product placement if it's obviously to help something that was having trouble getting made get made. But that's not what's going on here. This is just whorishness, plain and simple. It's not like these are expensive films to make.
Right.
Come on.
Hey, well, I loved it.
Who are you fooling?
I loved it when Johnny Depp makes his appearance. Not only does he make an appearance, but at the same time, I don't know if you caught this, Corey, but he's also wearing a Justin Bieber shirt.
I saw that.
Which is awesome.
No, you know what? It's little things like that, man. I laughed at. I really did, and I wish to God. I mean, he's looking at me right now. He says, "Corey, I know you telling the truth, but I gotta tell you, I wish that I could enjoy this movie more because I did chuckle at some things, but it's just the blatantness of it all, like the things I just mentioned, I can't get past that, man. It's sad to me, this fucking movie. It's got a movie that makes me, I don't know, I never come out feeling this bad about things, but I've kind of lost a little faith now.
Damn, you're thinking too hard, Corey. You're thinking too hard.
It took some of your humanity.
It did. I don't know. It's just, if it's not clear right now, I'm giving this movie some bullshit, and it probably would have been a fuck you had I not laughed. That's where that laughter comes in.
Yeah, I heard you laughing.
And Al Pacino, good. I'm glad he's having fun, but really, I still don't understand.
Yeah, it just made me angry. It's not like the guy is broke. Come on, I don't care. There's a point, yeah, they say every man can be bought. And I'm sure Sandler drove a dump truck full of money up to his house. And if it was me, yeah, you goddamn right I'd appear in a terrible fucking Adam Sandler film because I don't have a dump truck full of money. Pacino's got like 80 of the damn things.
Now, Pacino might not because he is an actor. Sometimes they go through money. But you can't tell me Johnny Depp is hurting for money.
No.
He's
and
the last
to be fair,
guy.
he's in it for like a minute, maybe. And even so, the whole time he's just like, God damn you, Al. Why the fuck did you talk me into this? Because that's what it feels like.
Hey, Johnny, I got you a movie with Al Pacino. Oh, thanks, man. I've been waiting for that my whole career.
It's part of Adam's evil
Here,
trickery.
Put on this Justin Bieber shirt.
Or it's more like, hey, Johnny, I got this picture of you and Al Pacino having sex with that lamb.
Shit, man, I wouldn't be surprised if they added the Bieber shirt in post. Can you imagine?
That would have made it hilarious.
It'd be funny if Justin Bieber was the only one to be like, I'm not doing that shit. Yeah, right. They want me to be in what?
The fuck you won't. We got your shirt.
So, Cyrus, what you giving?
Oh, well, you know what? Like I said, I walked out after an hour, so it's a fuck you by default. I absolutely hated this piece of shit. I was so mad, sitting there just getting madder and madder, going, please, just one thing, just make me at least chuckle. Oh my God, this is just an insult to humanity, not just film. The humanity!
I thought it was hilarious while I was laughing, and I can hear in the corner of my ear Cyrus go,
Cyrus,
that's icing on the cake for me.
I don't know what it is, but he's that guy. If you sit next to him, I ain't gonna lie to you. Sometimes I don't want to sit next to you because I know it's a movie that you were just not gonna like, and I know I'm gonna laugh at, and I'm gonna be sitting next to you like you're my daddy or something. Like I shouldn't be laughing, you know. I better be quiet before he hears me.
It's for your own good, Corey.
You just have to not give a shit like me.
He's gonna take me in the lobby and spank me if I laugh.
because you know what? Honestly, I agree a lot with what you guys are saying. I would completely write off Adam Sandler if I didn't see a hint that he was actually really trying to do something with his story, because I thought it wasn't until like the last 30 minutes where I'm like, okay, I see what this story is. It's about him having a really ugly sister who can't find a fucking date to save her life. She can't find love in her life, and the only thing she cares about is being with her family. And I was like, you know what? I liked how they actually touched upon that story the last 15, 20 minutes to wrap it up. And I'm like, you know what? This guy has he has his heart in a good place. All right. I can't write. Sure. He's going to throw some fucking Pepto-Bismol up at the screen. So what? That's fucking Hollywood. I mean, that's what I expect out of these fucking movies. But I was like, you know what? This movie definitely has its moments where it made me like really laugh. I'm like, you know what? All right. Every time they do something where I'm like, oh God, this is stupid. They did something hilarious, like Al Pacino. Yeah, he goes and he covers his Al Pacino ground. But you know what? I love Al Pacino when he's like that. He made me fucking laugh. But I'm going to give this movie a rental because, I mean, like I said, the first hour, I was really thinking, okay, this is a big fuck you because, wow, this is so jumbled, so fucked up. I don't know if they were trying to rush this movie out, but it looks like it. But actually, as it went along, the laughs got better. Some scenes actually, like, really made me laugh. And, hey, so I'd rent it.
The first hour of it was a piece of shit.
It was complete piece of shit.
The last 15 minutes was bearable, and that gives it a rental.
No, the last like 30 minutes.
What he's trying to make me do is like, wonders like the actors go like, is he gone? Is Cyrus gone? All right, let's get this shit going. And the movie was just awesome.
Now let's make a good movie.
You know what? Motherfucker talking shit about my movies.
Really, at this point, what can you do with Adam Sandler? I mean, what, Adam Sandler as a baby? You know that? You know?
Why are you saying this out loud?
Oh, I got one better. Adam Sandler as a crow. It's just him on the wire.
I know. Billy Madison 2, Electric Boogaloo. Yeah. Stop looking at me, Leon.
Adam Sandler is.
Your sister and I grew up on the same streets. When I look at her, I see me.
When I look at her, I see me too.
Jack and Jill.
Do you and Daddy have twin powers?
Some twins can feel when the other one's hurt.
I didn't feel it. A little harder.
No, Jill, stop it. He's kidding.
Hear that, Daddy?
I I actually did feel something there. Pride in my son.